for taking us through that first session of introduction, and also we're able to know some of our panelists and wherever they're watching us from across the globe. And thank you so much for being part of this program today. We have been looking at this topic now. We have featured East Africa, and then featured also SADC the last time we had this conversation. So today we shall base our conversation around West Africa, Central Africa, and Northern Africa. Is the African Union dead? And to start us off, I think we're ready to hear submissions now from Simon Ekpa. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, moderator. Is my voice clear enough?
Yes. Yes, we can hear you.
All right. I really appreciate the fact that a lot of people are here to support me. We Biafrans are moving always with one spirit, and that's the reason why almost everyone that spoke here from the West Africa, they are here to support Biafra and support Mr. Simon and every other Biafran on this platform. I will be presenting a case, and I will be arguing on some certain important issues on this particular panel today. The question of whether African Union is dead, I would say African Union is not only dead, and if anything like that exists, they have become dormant. A lot of issues we are going to analyze with this short time I have here. First of all, every one of us here knows what is Sahel. Sahel is a region. The question I would want to ask every panelist here before going into the problem of Nigeria, which by extension, affect every African and by extension as well to other parts of the world. Sahel is not an African language. You all may agree with me, Sahel is derived from the Arabic word. Now, please, those talking should mute themselves. Now, the question again is, why do we have Sahel as a name of a region in West Africa? Why do we have Sahel? Please, moderator, can you check the screen and make sure nobody is sharing any video or screen? What I'm seeing here, people are sharing screen. If you all could put some security in place that nobody should share screen before I start talking, so to avoid distraction. I believe I should.
Yeah, okay. Simon, just go ahead.
No, Miriam, Peter, please. Peter, can you switch off your screen? Your screen is showing us some uncoordinated troop movement.
Doctor,
which we don't want to see now.
Dr. Matanga.
We allow you your freedom, but please don't bring us uncoordinated troop movement on this show.
We will take care of it from our side. Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Please, and the studio in Nairobi, please take care.
All right, we are very
don't
much.
allow people to bring here. All of us have wives.
All right, and also for Simon, don't worry about security. That is also has been taken care of. So just go ahead. Don't worry about that.
All right, thank you. So the question to why do we have a name like Sahel in Africa? Africa have their own language. Africa have their own dialect. We are indigenous people. Why do we have Sahel as a region in Africa? This is a question that I'm asking every one of us here today. And there is only one reason for that. It is the conquest of Africa. This is not just about Nigeria. This is not just about the Arab world taking over Africa or taking over Nigeria. It is a total conquest. And this has started a very long time ago. Now, let us transit that to what is happening in Nigeria today. Nigeria is a country, that was founded on fraudulent amalgamation of 1914, and with that amalgamation of 1914, the indigenous people of Biafra were not consulted. People from the Oduduwa Republic, people from Biafra Republic, and the middle belt of Nigeria, they were not consulted to know whether everyone want to be part of Nigeria or not. And after this amalgamation of Nigeria, a lot of disagreement, a lot of anger has been the order of the day. And because of the history of Nigeria, how a man called Usman Danfodio conquered the northern Nigeria and installed the emirate. Now that same conquest continued from 18 something up till 1914, when the British came in and amalgamated Nigeria, the Northern Protectorate and the South and all that, joined them together forcefully to have what we call Nigeria today. Since then, we have been having a number of genocide, number of ethnic cleansing, killing, massacre of the people of the eastern Nigeria, mainly the Biafrans. Now, on the year of 1945, in 1945, many Biafrans were massacred in Nigeria, and this killing of Biafran has continued from 1945 in Jos. I don't know how many of you have that knowledge. 1945, thousands of Biafrans were killed in the northern Nigeria prior to independence. In Kano genocide in 1953, Biafran people were massacred in their hundreds, and nobody has been held responsible until this day. In 1966, before the Biafra-Nigeria war, over 60,000 Biafrans were killed. Some of them were captured as the plane arrived in northern Nigeria from abroad, and they singled out all Biafrans, massacred them. These were doctors, engineers, and all that, massacred all of them in their cold blood. Now, between 1967 to 1970, over 3 million Biafrans were killed by Nigeria, the worst genocide after the Holocaust. And these people were not killed by bullets, they were killed by starvation. This is the biggest and the most gruesome way to die, that you die of hunger while the vultures are waiting to besiege on your corpse. In Kano in 1980, between 1967 to 1970, and then after that, we have had a lot of crises within Nigeria, within the northern Nigeria mostly. And in 1980, the Igbos, Biafrans were also massacred in their numbers in Kano. This was after the declaration of no victor, no vanquish. In Maiduguri in 1982, I'm just giving you a very comprehensive, I would say extract of the killing, because if I start mentioning it from year to year, it's going to, so I'm mentioning the major massacre of the Igbos within Nigeria state. In 1982, in Maiduguri, over hundreds and hundreds of Biafrans were massacred in cold blood. In Jimata in 1984, Nigeria massacred Biafrans, and this killing of Biafrans is always targeted to make sure that any uprising or any agitation for disintegration of Nigeria will be suppressed. And Biafra has continued to pay the price since 1945. In Gombe 1985, Biafrans were massacred in their hundreds. In Zaria 1987, they killed over 1,000 plus in Zaria. In Kaduna and Kafanchan in 1991, Biafrans have paid the biggest price after over 5,000 people were killed. Bauchi and Katsina in 1991, December 1991, it was all-round jamboree to kill Biafrans in Nigeria. In Kano 1991, the same year, a lot of Biafrans were massacred in their cold blood in Kano. In Zangon Kataf in 1992, Biafrans paid the biggest price of one Nigeria. In Fontua 1993, Biafrans were massacred in their thousands. In Kano 1994, the killing of Biafran continued in Nigeria to keep Nigeria one. In Kaduna 2000, Biafrans were killed in their hundreds, property worth of billions were destroyed, and some of the Biafrans that were affected could not recover up to this day in 2021. In 2001, in the same Kaduna, the Biafrans were massacred and killed in their hundreds. After the 2000 riot in Kaduna, it continued in 2001 for those who did not go back to the southern part of Nigeria. In Maiduguri, in the same 2001, Biafrans were killed and massacred in their hundreds. Jos maiden crisis in September 2001 also witnessed the massacre and killing of Biafrans to maintain one Nigeria. Why I've listed this is people do not understand the level of killing of Biafrans in Nigeria. It didn't start today. Kaduna 2002, hundreds and hundreds of Biafran were massacred and killed in cold blood. I do not know whether our brothers and sisters in other parts of Africa has ever read this kind of news. In Jos, in November 2008, in Jos, a place called Plateau State, Biafrans were massacred in cold blood. Beheading of Gideon Akuluka in December of 1996 in a police station in Kano was perpetrated and orchestrated by those in power today. Most of them from Gumi, most of them from Pantami, most of them were perpetrated by those people you see in the power of today, like Buhari and co. Those in the presidency. St. Martin's killed December 2001. And then we come to the post-presidential election in 2011. Biafrans were massacred, include youth corps members, men and women, were massacred in the north. Now in 2010, Christmas Eve, in Jos, hundreds of Biafrans were killed and massacred in cold blood. And in Madala Christmas Day in 2011, Biafrans were killed and massacred. What I am reading out to you now is something you can check, you can Google it and check it online. In Mubi, January 6, 2012, Biafrans were massacred. And the many Igbos and Biafrans dead by Boko Haram. Boko Haram massacred a lot of them. So why I have led this background is that on this rock, I shall build my temple today. And let me make it very clear that the reason why African Union is dead is not unconnected to what is happening in Nigeria. Let us look at the background of those leading the African Union. Let us check their background. Let us check where they're coming from. Let us check what they have done in the past. Let us check who are their friends and their allies. Then you will know why the African Union is dormant in the killing happening all over Africa. It is targeted at a particular people. It is being orchestrated by a particular tribe, and the tribe that is orchestrating this killing all over Africa, especially in the West Africa, Nigeria, is a tribe called Fulani. The Fulanis has become, according to the World Terrorism Index, the herdsmen has become the 4th deadliest terrorist group in the world. We are battling for survival in Nigeria, and that is the reason why you see a lot of secessionists, according to how they call it, a lot of secessionist group popping up from Nigeria on daily basis, is because the government of Nigeria is directly involved in ethnic cleansing, directly involved in jihad, directly involved in sponsoring terrorism, directly involved in making sure that the Usman Danfodio conquest of the Nigeria continue up to this modern century. The killing in Nigeria today is being sponsored by the government of Nigeria. In case it may also shock you that almost all the sectors of the economy of Nigeria is controlled by Fulanis. And how do they do this? They do it by systematic conquest, what I call the systematic conquest. The systematic conquest works in a way that every Fulanis are installed in a very strategic position, from the banking and finance to the security to the executive to the judiciary to all sectors of the economy. And from these chiefs, they are now appointing other indigenous ethnic people, ethnic nationalities, and control them. So in other words, you need only 10 Fulanis to control 100 millions of Nigeria.
Simon, allow me to just cut you off for 1 minute. You've mentioned a couple of issues there and cited incidences, some of which are a matter of public knowledge. I think people can Google and see the information that you just gave there. So according to you, has African Union done enough to address some of these insecurities and some of these very incidences that you've mentioned? And if not, how would you want African Union to address or to respond to a lot of these things that happen in the continent, with particular, incidences that you've mentioned moving forward?
African Union, with all due respect, like I said, is dormant. And for African Union to work and become effective, the president of African Union or the chairperson must resign. That's number one. He must resign, and there must be overhaul of the entire African Union, because with the body language of the African Union, they are working in hand for the total conquest of Africa. And we must, the new generation of Africa must resist that. With the current setup of the African Union and the nonchalant attitude from them about the killing going on in Africa, especially in the West Africa, in Nigeria, for example. Do you know that on daily basis, thousands of people are chased out of their home? Do you know that on daily basis, hundreds of people are being murdered and slaughtered by Fulani herdsmen? Do you know that on daily basis, we see military escorting people out of their ancestral land? And not even the government of Nigeria is talking, nor the African Union is talking. So the point is that when we watch the African Union with what they did to Gaddafi, I am going to analyze that later on in this program. With what they did to Gaddafi, it is a long-term planning how to take over the entire Africa and turn it to whatever they want. And that's the reason why I asked the question, why do we have a name called Sahel? Why don't we use a different African dialect to address a region in Africa? Why must it be Arabic? We know that so many African countries speak Arabic and all that. But in those regions where you have this Sahel, why do we have Sahel as a region in African continent? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Miriam. I want to intervene. One half a minute. To me, African Union is dead. It is not dormant. It is dead. Boss, a dormant thing can see someone, but this is a dead thing.
Thank you.
It has died.
Good.
Simon, it has died. You mean they don't see Buhari? Buhari dresses up in those long things of yours from Nigeria, goes to African Union, 6.1 feet. I know how tall he is. 6.1 feet. He walks on in African Union when people are being killed, when Boko Haram is slaughtering people, when kidnap is taking place. And you tell me it is dormant? Simon, this is not dormant. It is a design designed by the French, who control Buhari. Total Oil controls Buhari. I can tell you the people in your country who are controlled by Total Oil and Alcatel. You know the telephone called Alcatel. Obasanjo is a life chairman of Alcatel. Have you ever seen a life chairman in the world? He never uses that post. French, whose telephone is Alcatel? You live in Europe, sir. Who owns Alcatel? Is the French. Look at Total Oil. Buhari once knows, he told us, give you 2 hours. We want to discuss once for all this issue of Nigeria.
Thank you.
With your group. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Matanga. As you can see, I decided to stand up. I decided to stand up for the reason that, in Igbo language, they say when you stand up to address, especially when you have listening ears, your word will also stand as tall as you are. My closing remark on this particular day will be making references to the apartheid time of South Africa. Some of our listeners today, some of those watching us today, and those who may watch this program later on, the African leaders and those who have interests for African freedom all over the world who may watch especially this particular segment of this program today. I have this message. In Nigeria, Biafra land, the Fulani controlled government has directly and indirectly sponsored the ethnic cleansing genocide in the eastern region of Nigeria called Biafra. This killing has continued unabated, where the Fulani will invade farmland, invade villages, and kill, maim, butcher, rape children and women from the eastern part of Nigeria, and no arrest will be made. No government official will issue a statement of condolences or even to show any remorse about the life that have been lost in Nigeria on a daily basis. The killing not just happening in Biafra land alone, it is happening all over Nigeria and the Middle Belt, to be precise. The Benue State of Nigeria witness every blessed day ethnic cleansing, genocide, jihad, and no arrest is being made. Let me put it to everyone today that when the people are killed, please, the person, something smart for, can you put techno? Can you put your listing? Can you mute? This is very important, please. Can you mute yourself? Techno, can you mute yourself?
You've done it. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, we shall control him, we shall switch him from the command center.
So
Yes.
in this killing going on in Nigeria, in the Middle Belt, for example, we have seen the military, Nigeria military, escorting the indigenous people of Benue State out of their ancestral land. It is a systematic jihad being sponsored by the government. I want every man watching me here from all over Africa, I have this question to ask you. Which government in this life, in this world, will rather protect the people of the country escaping the massacre, the killings by the Fulani terrorists, instead of going after the terrorists themselves? In Nigeria, Nigeria has become a country where the military will be sent and deployed to go and evacuate people from their land. It is happening on a daily basis. The people of Benue State are being evacuated. The people of Benue State are being evacuated from their own land. And they are, as they are evacuating them, these people are disturbing my speech. And I really do not like that when I'm talking, there are noises everywhere on the background.
Please switch on mute. Mute your phones. We want to hear. He has got 1 minute only to summarize.
Honestly,
please switch off the phones.
And as we see on daily basis, the killings, please, the 1 minute should be added something because the interruption is too much.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. So on daily basis, we see how the military, Nigerian military controlled by Fulanis, are escorting people out of their land. And now, for this singular reason, we, the Biafra people, set up what we call the Eastern Security Network. The Eastern Security Network was meant to protect our land from the invading Fulani herdsmen and the Fulani terrorists. Now, the government of Nigeria were outraged by the fact that the Biafra people set up the Eastern Security Network to fight against the terrorist herdsmen. On this note, as I speak to you today, both airstrike and air bombardment has happened in Biafra land in quest to get rid of this Eastern Security Network. They are killing them on daily basis. They are hunting for them on daily basis. But what the government of Nigeria have refused to do is to go after the reason for setting up the Eastern Security Network. What led to the setting up of the Eastern Security Network is the rampage of the jihadists in Nigeria. They are on rampage, killing and maiming, and nobody has ever been arrested for that. And we, setting up the Eastern Security Network, the government of Nigeria, controlled by Fulanis, have sent military bombardment to Imo State. It is on the news. Now, I want to also tell everyone watching us here, let us reflect our mind on the history of apartheid regime. How did the apartheid regime ended? What happened? What happened during the apartheid regime is that the Mandela men, they bombed police station in South Africa. Police station were bombed. Those in control of the apartheid government were attacked. Their cars, their houses were bombed. And for those of you who do not know this history, even the Nelson Mandela you celebrate today were on the watch list, on terror watch list of the United States of America until 2008. They removed him from the watch list just in 2008, if I'm not mistaken, until 2008. Yes. From the Time magazine, the United States of America, because of the way Mandela fought the people, because of the way Mandela fought the apartheid regime, he was listed in terror watch list in the United States of America until 2008. What is happening in Biafra land today is not different. As Mandela was listed on the watch list, African leaders were celebrating Mandela because Mandela was fighting against apartheid white regime. What we, the Biafra people, have decided to do is to make sure that those who are on the ground, we are going to be lecturing them, we are going to be creating awareness, telling them their problems, and what they do after listening to us is so completely the decision of the people who are on ground. Today, we are witnessing several attacks in Nigeria, especially in Biafra land, being orchestrated by unknown gunmen. Those unknown gunmen are people's children. Those unknown gunmen are those who Nigeria government have made fatherless. Those unknown gunmen are the people that Nigeria government has used the Fulanis to kill and rape their mothers. And today they are rising up in arms. They are now sophisticated and burning down police station, burning down facilities belonging to the government. And this is exactly what happened in South Africa, how the apartheid regime of South Africa ended. A lot of people don't know this. If you, the African leaders today, or during the time of the apartheid regime, can support Nelson Mandela to burn down police stations, facilities in South Africa against apartheid regime, if you supported Nelson Mandela to burn cars, houses, attack government facilities in quest to end the apartheid regime, you also have to support whatever activities you see going on in Biafra land today in quest to free ourselves from the terrorist government of Nigeria. I will be analyzing and bringing more facts and evidences on Sunday as I will be on this program. But the message I want to leave to the African leaders today, if you support apartheid regime, you have to also support the exit of Biafra. The exit of Biafra, the exit of Biafra will solve Africa problem. I have made it very clear, and more detailed analysis will be given to why the exit of Biafra from Nigeria will solve this problem. And not only that, just in the few seconds I will be rounding up. Not only that, I want everybody to think about how a government a government you have in Nigeria will be sitting and watching its people being killed, and they are only attacking those who have armed themselves to defend their land. This is something that every African leader must rise up to. Biafra has come. We are going to fight until last man standing. Few days ago, the president of Nigeria has declared war against us. He said we are going to he's going to talk to us in a language we will understand. What language is the president talking about? The president is talking about a language of guns, barrels of guns, ammunition, and bombs. It is happening already in Biafra land. We are also going to speak to Nigeria government in the language they are going to understand. And that language we have started already. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Simon. That speaking is peaceful. And I have been in the struggle for a long time, Simon. Leave that one silent. Leave it silent. I know. I know why I'm guiding you. You are my younger man coming up. I want to tell you, I'll talk to you on the phone to leave it silent so that the message has come. We have got the message. All of you on the panel, you have the message. Leave it there. And you know why I like your message a bit is that it's going today. Kenya is a member of Saharan Africa to the United Nations Security Council. The message that you are giving now is that there is trouble in Nigeria. The president is threatening people that he will deal with them the style of 1967. Call it that way. Let the people know, because he was on the side that actually finished most of you. We know the history. So thank you very much for that. And I will tell you some tricks on how we can go about without too much of, you have now found a partner.
Thank you.
Don't worry about that.
Thank you.
So thank you very much, viewers. Now I come to my second. Miriam, if you can remind me, who was the second to speak?
Was Queen.
Was Professor. Professor, please. You can look at our time.
Thank you so much.
You just summarize in about 2 minutes.
Yes, if you can listen to me in my presentation,
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I will speak to you, Simon. Thank you. Your message makes me very emotional.
Thank you.
I know what is going on, and I document it every day. So thank you.
Professor, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Matanga. I'm saying that this summit was timely. We have vented our anger, our frustrations, our feelings. And I want to assure that the brothers of Biafra from Nigeria, you are not alone. I always am also in the struggle for the Sahrawi people. I will not forget you. And let me just give up this to say that it will be well. It's a matter of time. It will be well. Nothing should be discussed about you without you. You must be on the agenda. And when it comes to self-determination, nobody can stop you because you want it. They don't want you want it. No matter how many years it takes, you will get what you want. You will get your state. It is just a matter of time. I would only want to appeal that we only need to be very honest to each other. We have to be very objective. We have to be impartial. That's what Dr. Matanga was trying to say, that let us not do things which will harm people. Let us do things which will unite the people of Africa. Let us be very accurate on what we want. Let us try to be very transparent. Let us try to ask for accountability and integrity from our leaders. If I die today and I go to meet the forefathers of the continent of Africa, I will be a very happy man to tell them that we have started a conversation. This stone which has started rolling continue gathering the momentum. We are not going to midwife and achieve all the things the continent of Africa is facing with. The beauty of it is that we have begun. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, and we are keeping on moving. We will change Africa. Africa Union is dead. We will have another forum. Nobody can stop us. Let France and other Western countries continue sponsoring African Union. But Africa people, you and I, we know what we want. We want a body which can address the continent of Africa. My appeal to the young people is this: you are our hope. The people who brought the independence of the continent of Africa were not old men. They were there on their 20s, they were 30s. That's how they managed to send the colonists away. We have a lot of hope in the young people. If we get it right, let us start organizing and stop organizing. All those things you are saying, they are killing us, they are bringing out things. Yes, that's the truth. But let us be together. Let us try to support each other. Let us try to have shared responsibility. Let us try to coordinate. Let us have the feeling that we are African. Let us have Pan-African. Those of you who have got an opportunity of staying outside the continent of Africa, Speak to us, call us, send resources to the continent of Africa. You are our source of inspiration. I would not conclude by saying it shames me that the African young people crosses Mediterranean Sea and they drown there, and no African leader speaks about it. Dr. Matanga and my fellow panelists, as I submit, Africa has what work to be done, and nobody can do that work. We are equal to that task. I'm looking for a better Africa. Together, we can succeed. Let us work as a team, because as a team, together, each achieves more. As a team, we are going to achieve more. Biafra will get its independence, the Abashona people will get their independence. We are not doing their monkey business, my brothers and sisters who are here. Dr. Matanga, may God give you the grace and the wisdom to continue steering the continent of Africa. There's no another time that we need a forum like this, just like now. Let us have some lessons from the corona pandemic that we need to organize ourselves. We need to, our brothers, keep us. We need to take Africa forward. I submit, Dr. Matanga.
Dr. Who, do you want to come up next? Is it?
Thank you very much. Oh, sorry.